We have to recondition ourselves. We have to refocus ourselves and remind ourselves to do it because we've been distracted by this kumbaya bull that's been fed to us. Nobody else gets the kumbaya noise.
Happy Sunday, y'all. Listen, we thank you once again for all the support you guys have given us this weekend. Some of you guys have come very far to support us, and we definitely appreciate you, right? We appreciate everybody, whether you come from around the corner, you come far. But those people who've actually driven more than 20 miles and fit, to get here 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes in some cases, we thank you for real, because that means a lot. That means you're super intentional. Let's keep this up. This is our new vibe. We ain't doing this for no weekend. We ain't doing this for no Juneteenth. This is who we are. We are finally transferring the wealth back to our community so that our children can go to school debt-free, so that we can become debt-free as parents, and also so that we can become debt-free as business owners. Our businesses should not be still in debt 3, 4, 5 years after we've opened. It is time that we transfer this wealth back to our community. Let's stick together. Let's band together. This is who we are. We are done just surviving. We are actually thriving. Let's go, y'all. 2026, it's all the way up.
The way she explained it. Or we're transferring our own wealth to ourselves. And the thing about it that's got me, fam, is that I'm not hearing the Democrats talk about this. I want to know, why aren't they talking about black businesses empowering themselves? You get a full understanding of what I'm talking about. Check out Tony Brown, the late, great Tony Brown from Tony Brown's Journal, as he breaks it down.
We have $180 billion in this country blacks earn each year. That's larger than the gross national product of Canada, equal to the gross national product of Australia, equal to the gross national product of the 9th largest nation in the free world. We are 10% of the population. We buy 18% of the orange juice, 20% of the rice, 28% of the Cadillac cars, 99% of the floor shine shoes. 10% of us travel exclusively by airplane. 52% of us own our own homes. We buy 40% of all records, 50% of all tickets to movie theaters, and we drink 20% of the Scotch whiskey. Now, Wall Street would collapse last week if you took black people out of America. America couldn't survive without us. But our problem, you say, oh yeah, Tony, if you got all that, why do we have such strident economic problems? Simple. Black people spend their money with white people, and white people spend their money with white people. And if blacks would simply spend their money with other blacks and in black institutions, we would not be one of the wealthiest segments of the black community. We would be, of this country, we would be the richest community in this country.
But I think they feel that since we're talking about focusing on black people, that that's negative, that we should be focusing on all the people. You know what I learned? I learned nobody focuses on all the people. All markets have a focus. All businesses have demographics. Democrats, part of what's made them lose their way with a lot of black voters is they stop focusing on black issues. Now they give lip service to black issues, and they only do that part of the time. I'm just hoping that some of my people that are watching that are not fully convinced can become convinced when you accept reality that they're not focused on your votes, nor are they focused on your business. They're not promoting all these platforms. Why aren't they promoting black business? They want to talk about black people when someone black gets shot by cops. That's when they want to talk about black people. How about talking about black people when black people are trying to feed themselves, house themselves, promote themselves, excel their businesses? How about that part? We just talk about spending our money with us. How is that negative? It's not negative when Jewish people spend money with other Jewish people. It's not negative when other Asians spend money with other Asians, or Chinese or Japanese or what have you. It's not negative when other groups do that. But it's negative when we do it. And some people say, someone said, Tim, it's because you're talking about it. Other people just do it. I understand your point. Let me explain, though. Let me explain. We have to recondition ourselves. We have to refocus ourselves and remind ourselves to do it because we've been distracted by this kumbaya bullshit that's been fed to us. Nobody else gets the kumbaya noise. So Latinos don't wake up every day and have a famous Latino or a group of Latinos that they admire that are celebrities and tell them, we need to help everybody. We need to be focused on everybody. And if you ain't trying to help everybody, you are a white nationalist. Latinos don't hear that shit. You know who else doesn't hear that? Asians don't hear that. Asians don't wake up in the morning and have all their Asian celebrities and politicians coming at them saying, if you don't help everybody, you're not a good person. You are a white nationalist. If you ain't trying to help everybody. Nope, they don't, nope. That's just us. So because of that programming for the last 50 years, Roland Martin, the NAACP, and of course we got to mention the Congressional Black Caucus. Hollywood blacks, from Viola Davis to Shirley Ralph to Samuel L. Jackson. I'm just saying, it's part of their credo. Wendell Pierce. What's the brother man with the glasses? He played in Shaft with Samuel L. Jackson. But you know, it's a lot of these very famous black actors. And they've been lock, stock, right with the Democratic Party. And they've been selling black people on this idea that if you didn't do that, something wrong with you. Latino scholars have not been talking to Latinos going, hey, if you don't do this, if you don't help everybody, you're not a good Latino. You are a white nationalist. You are fascist.
I'm probably about to just repeat something that Dr. Ball and Dr. Ware said better, but the Democrats can make lip service to identity politics. They can make lip service to equity and equality, etc. But until they're willing to undermine the frameworks that make those things a problem for minorities, a problem for oppressed people, for oppressed people across the world, then they're not really serious about that.
You ask me, when you say Tim Black, why is it y'all need to say it? Why do y'all need to telegraph it? Why do you need to promote it? It's because we got to deprogram people who have been lied to. And worse than that, they believed it. They believed that everybody else was lifting for them. But when I look at the numbers, when I look at our numbers, when I look at home ownership for black Americans, when I look at wealth, it's obvious. Those other groups are not spending money with our businesses. So for us to stay in business, the key component of staying in business is profit. So if we spend money in a Latin community or Hispanic community, if we spend money in the Asian community, if we spend money with white businesses, if we spend money with all these other businesses and they don't do the same, how can we stay viable? How are we gonna make it? So anyway, shout out to that sister for that video. I'm glad she put that clip out. I'm glad business is going well for her, and I hope that it continues. And the only way it's going to continue is if we continue the wealth transfer to our businesses and help ourselves. As I say it, I feel like there would be more conservatives who support this. Why is it that I feel that the liberals do not support this? Let's put a pin in that. Let's keep the show going. Let's put a pin in that. I'm gonna have some answers for you. We're gonna let the content tell the truth. I ain't gotta say everything. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. All right now. Real talk. Hit the like button if that segment made sense to you.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.